Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday the 8th of April. We've got some new mods. We have quite a few updates today. The updates are as follows. From top left, the Lizard Z525 by QWERTY and Pushcap, the Lizard SP700 Salt Spreader by Adub Modding ABP team. I think they've added a fertiliser version on that one. The Ursus 1204-1614 pack by Konstii.ls and Pushcap, the Ursus 1212 by Konstii.ls and Pushcap, the Ursus 904 by Konstii.ls and Pushcap, the new Holland T7AC series by STV Modding, a small horse stable by Bartson V3, the Dubrovka map by Tomix, Why the Farms by MrSealyp, Westbridge Hills by Vanquish 081, and Switchback Canyon by Adub Modding NLA Gaming have all had updates today. Now, as far as the New Holland T7AC series by STV Modding, which got I had put the question mark by it, it does actually say in there, rather than change log, it says update 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. I thought we'd already had that tractor, so I haven't got it out to review. If it turns out that's not the case, then possibly tomorrow, if we get mods tomorrow, I'll have a look at them. Have a look at it tomorrow. But anyway, regardless of that, in front of me, the Fliegl CombiDuplex Plus by Greenlandfarming and Noah 1735. This is 1.12 megabytes to download, and they are one slot on console each. We have got the smaller one looking like that, and the larger one which looks like that. Now, each one of these can either be 3-point link mounted, as that one is, or front loader mounted, and it does give the options to either. Galvanized section, the tines can be red or black. We'll have a look at those in a second. At the end of the day, they're bale spikes for either square bales or round bales in various combinations, however you want to go about doing it. This one, though, if you go for the 3-point link one, often we get these 3-point link attachments, and you can raise lower and you can tilt forwards and backwards. I had no option for tilt on that. I did wonder if it's because I had the front loader attacher on, so I detached it and still didn't get the option. So potentially it will just be up and down with that. I haven't had the option come up for anything else. This you'll find under front loader attachments. So we've got the Combi and the CombiDuplex. The Combi is the smaller one, 1,000 to buy, one slot anyway. And then you've got the CombiDuplex, which is the large one, 2,000 to buy, also one slot. And like I said, the options, we've got main colour or black, and that's for the tines. Then you can have it front loader attacher or 3-point link. Those are the two options on each of them. If it's on front loader, it operates as a front loader attacher will. If it's on the rear, L1 and circle, raises and lowers. But like I said, there's no option for tilt because the tilt is on the front. So what I'll do, if I'll take that off just to show you, just in case. Let's move right out of the way. I'll put it on rear, L1, R1. I'll open the help menu just to show you. It's literally raise and lower. And what I will do, just to be absolutely certain, I'll put it on the front. It might well be it will operate differently on the front. Nope, just raise and lower are the options for that. That's the Fliegl CombiDuplex pack by Greenlandfarming and Noah 1735. Next we have got the Joskin Teraflex 5200 13SHK2 by Maaslandmods, and it's this 5.2 meter cultivator slurry digestate spreader. It needs to work with a tanker of some description, whatever one it needs to be. This is just the rear injector on the back, an arable injector with spring tines, so it will cultivate at the same time. So the injector hoses run down the back of the tines dig the hole, and it injects in with them. Nicely made, nicely detailed. We've got a few options, I say a few options on this. Colour options for the pipes and hoses. You'll find this under slurry tanks, 28,000 to buy. It is 4.87 megabytes download, 4 slots on console, which then drops down to 1. Requires 100 horsepower. And like I say, there are various different tanks and tankers that you can attach backs onto. So it'll act like any of these, the Samsungs and those kind of things. That's what it's for. Design colour, like I say, is hoses. Then we've got Wheelbrand, Trelleborg, Mitas. Now with the Trelleborg, we've got standard and wides. Mitas, and then we've got Horsch. I don't think I've come across Horsch tyres before as an option, but Horsch tyres, I think that's what I went for in the end. And you can have those in standard. Those are the options. I've grabbed the Holmer. I haven't used one in absolutely ages, the Terra variant from the DLC. So I thought, rather than just use a regular old tank, let's use this. When you hook up, pipes attach, open it up, nice, smooth, tidy animation on this. Has a nice realistic feel to it. Turn it on. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, just drop it down. Don't know how to turn it on. And away we go. Cultivating and spreading of slurry or digestate. It will do both at the same time. Raise it up. So yeah, it turns on and off automatically. Just raise and lower it and it will go into the ground and do its thing. The Joskin Teraflex 5213 SHK2 by Maaslandmods. Next we have got we'll have a look at this one. We've got the Transport Platform 4000H, which is this here. I've got something on the back of it already just to show you it in kind of operation to highlight a couple of things. This is 1.33 megabytes download. It is 2 slots on console. It's by Adub modding, Nixtras, ABP team and Blacksheep modding, so quite a few people involved in this. There's a standard width and there's the extension, which is the one I went for, so you can put much wider things. This is an IT runner hook lift platform. I think have we got any others? I think we might have some of these already, I'm not too sure. I seem to recall seeing one like it. It's definitely not an update, this is definitely a new mod. There's no changelog with this. I'm starting to panic, as you can tell. Now, it does have straps on the deck. Some of them don't. The lock-in script, there is a lock-in script, but it's fairly weak in that when you load and unload without straps, a vehicle on the back will move a little bit. It's when you're accelerating or braking hard, the vehicle that's on there will move. The fact you have got straps gives you a couple of options. One, if you go for the T-Rex 6, the Lizard T-Rex 6 by Blacksheep modding, is a little trailer that comes with these little connectors. You'll find them under miscellaneous if you have the trailer, and that's what this is designed for. You put these little connectors, platform supports, on top of whatever vehicle, and then the straps will go over that, no problem at all. If you don't want to have that pack installed, what a lot of people do is use a log. Just cut a log, put a piece of log on top of whatever piece of machinery you've got, and you can strap over that. If I undo the strap now, he says, that's interesting. The strap will only work once it's raised. I thought it would work on the ground. I'm not getting any other options coming up as well. Let's put it on the platform and I'll show you what I mean. So we'll hook up, raise it up. Obviously nothing's going to move at the moment because it's all strapped down. So what I will do is take the straps off just to show you. I'm assuming the straps will be absolutely fine. Now it can be an IT runner lorry, it can be an IT runner trailer, it can be a modded one, doesn't matter. Anything IT runner, this should work with it, no problem at all. If I take the strap off that. Come on. There we go. And that one off. What I was going to do was move the log, just to show you, like I say, it'll work with either of these things. Stick it on the roof, that should work, shouldn't it? Now obviously doing like that, it will go through the vehicle itself, so if you don't want it to look incorrect, is probably the wrong way of putting it, you can move it around to wherever you want, but it will strap it down, it will hold it in place. So to get the straps you do need to have the platform raised. So what I'll do is just move those out of the way. Same with that one, you can put it anywhere on the vehicle. Let's just get that out of the way. Get that one out of the way. So without these, if I reverse back and then stop suddenly, it will move a little bit. See that? And then we'll accelerate. So things will move on there. Now you don't have to use it for vehicles because it's got straps. You can use it for anything you want, bales, pallets, you know, anything at all. It's just a platform that you can use. If we go to... Now oddly, when I first got it from the store and hooked up, and it's also something to be aware of, when I first got it, put it on the IT runner back, everything kind of froze in that I couldn't get any of the options. Pressing triangle wouldn't move between the three items. It wouldn't go between my tractor, the IT runner back and that. So what I did was jumped out of the tractor, got back in, and everything came back up again. So if you do find you're not getting any response from anything, you might just need to hop out the vehicle. So raising it, you'll see there's a tiny bit of movement. Nothing too horrendous, and if you're really careful with your driving and avoid any sudden braking, you'll be absolutely fine. But if you want to strap it down, you absolutely can. So this you will find under low loaders. The transport platform 4000H is 9,000 to buy. Obviously you're going to need an IT runner, something to operate it in the first place, but 9,000. Slot count will drop down from 2 to 1, and we've got the option to change the main colour to anything on that palette. And then you can have flatbed, which is the standard width, or you can have the extension, so if you want to move a harvester or whatever it is, something wider, anything wider, you absolutely can. So there we go. That's by Adub Modding, Nixtra's ABP team, and Blacksheep Modding, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today. I am just checking on my PC to make sure they haven't uploaded anything else while I've been doing this. We've got the MNCal Pasture. This is by the SuBBie. 17.5 megabytes download, 19 slots on console. This is an absolute monster. It is huge, and it does say it requires a fair bit of space. MNCal Pasture requires a clear area of 185 by 150 meters, and as you can see by the actual pasture, it goes out a really long way, it goes back a really long way. It is huge, but I suppose compared to some pastures we get, a bit more realistic. This will hold 200 cows, but something different about this one as well. Food spillage that we normally get out the front normally comes out as silage, which you can put back in or do whatever you like with. The food spillage has been changed on this to be manure. So any food spillage and manure that the animals leave needs to be collected and put into the... Hang on a minute, this is weird. Right, it says food spillage, format changed to manure, will appear in various parts of the shed and on the concrete apron at the rear. Clean up with shovel and dump in normal place. So I sped up time from about 8 o'clock this morning when I set all this up. Sped up time and I got nothing. I got no food here on the floor. I got nothing out the back here. This is the concrete bit at the back here. I got no manure out here either. And I've just noticed that rather than picking up with a shovel, the manure has automatically appeared in here. So I'm not quite sure why the mod hub, why it's saying, unless that's the PC version. It's been very strange though. But anyway, yeah, I mean, these are the cleanest cows I've had, the cleanest pasture I've had, because I've got no food spillage. If we look at the menu, I've got 10 black and white, 10 brown and white. Cleanliness is still at 100%, hasn't changed. I've got milk being produced, slurry being produced, and manure being produced. They've been on the go for about, like I say, about 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours, and still at 100% cleanliness. So potentially, if the food spillage has been transformed into manure and that's automatically going there, you may never ever have to clean this out. What I'll do is, before I end, I'll speed the time up, I'll write up, and we'll see if we get any before the end of the video, but it'd be odd. Anyway, as far as it goes with regard to food, the feed trough is on the front, but be warned, the trigger is right across here. Although the hazard box comes out here, I think it's designed more for feed mixers, mixer wagons, things that tip from the sides, because I bought a regular trailer out with Total Mix rationing and I could not get the trigger to work. I ended up having to go almost right up on here and turn away slightly to get the trigger to come up. So just be warned, if you can't get your feed to go in, the trigger is right up close. Your dialog box is here. Like I said, it will hold 200. And your water is here. So you put your water in there. Now it does have a pipe that goes underground. And when you fill the water up, it also fills the trough inside as well. As you can see the little pipe coming out of the ground there. So it does fill that up too, which is very nice. Bedding, straw is put in here, and it will put bedding here, and it will put bedding outside. So this hazard box out here technically isn't for anything then, because I actually did try to unload straw out here just to try it. It wouldn't accept it. So we've got our food, our water, our straw bedding. We have also got, these doors do open and close. And we also have, just to the right hand side of the little back scratcher, we've got a switch here which opens and closes the windows. You can see it's opening now. Lighting, I think, is automatic on the rest of the barn and out the front, because I haven't found a light switch. But weirdly, this end, the lighting is on all the time. This is the milk zone. So when you want to collect your milk, you do it from here. Nice big open area as well, so you can kind of either drive around, drive through, back in, but plenty of space for getting in and out for your milk. And then your slurry pit is over here. Now, it doesn't say on the website Mod Hub whether it is seasons ready or not. So it's one of those situations, it probably is. It just doesn't say whether it is, so I can't say for definite yes or no. But just like I say, just to be aware that it will take a huge amount of space to place this. What does it cost? Well, we're going to animal pens. 150,000 to buy. Slot count will drop down from 19 to 1. Considering the size of it as well and the detail, 19 slots isn't actually that bad. 200 animals, and away you go. So what I'm going to do, speed up time. I have my Logitech heavy equipment side panel plugged into my PlayStation. That's how I'm going in and out of the menus without actually going into menus. They have dedicated buttons for various different things. It's now just before 8 PM. Check on our menu. Still saying 100% cleanliness. Lighting has come on, so lighting is automatic. If we look along the trigger, nothing in the feed trough, or no feed coming out, and there's nothing inside here either. It's all coming out into the trough. So if you want a cow pasture, cow pen that doesn't involve you having to muck it out, I mean, this may well get an update, but at the time of recording this, doing the mod review on the day of its release, everything seems to be coming out there. I've got nothing anywhere else. So there you go. That's the MNCal Pasture by the SuBBie. Hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. If you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.